What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. So I got another one from China Unvarnished. And she treated her husband like trash, refused to sleep with him. Now he's rich and he rejects her. So let's get into this video and I'll give my 2 cents on this. So here we go.
我觉得相处了1年的时间，我在现在才慢慢发现你身上的优点，还是很想跟你在一起。
不会同意，因为我觉得我给你的爱就像一颗苹果一样，你已经用刀子一点一点把这个苹果给切成2半，你觉得这个苹果还会愈合吗？
This is just outrageous. After getting married, the woman refused to share a bed with her husband and constantly made life difficult for the honest man at home, even demanding that he serve her by bringing foot-washing water. Yet she still wasn't satisfied. She looked down on him for being unambitious and decisively divorced him. After the divorce, the man worked hard. As soon as the ex-wife found out, she came back crying and begging for reconciliation. The man immediately hit back hard, saying, "Get lost as far as you can." A brutal slap of truth that completely humiliated her as he furiously exposed the shameful things she had done.
在一个漆黑的一个晚上下的一个暴雨，我是骑自行车，他是开着他自己的车。当时呢，就是由于车子坏了，所以说我就在路边，他看见了我们是正对面走的那种，然后他看见了我，他却把我当作空气一样忽视掉，直接过去了。
The young man with a displeased look in front of the camera is Xiao Dong. Sitting across from him is his ex-wife Jingjing and his former mother-in-law. When Xiao Dong started talking about what his ex-wife had done to him, his anger flared up instantly. That's because both his ex-wife and her mother looked down on him from the bottom of their hearts. There was one night, pouring rain again, when Xiao Dong was riding his bicycle home, and it broke down halfway. He had no choice but to stand on the roadside trying to figure something out. Coincidentally, his wife drove right past him. She saw him in that pitiful state and didn't stop at all, just stepped on the gas and sped off.
What the hell? She driving a car. Isn't a wife's duty to help her husband? I mean, dang. I mean, this shouldn't surprise me. Shouldn't. It doesn't, but just the reaction, like, or just, even just being a good human being, but she thumbed her nose down on him and she wouldn't even sleep with him. I'm like, dang, that's what happens. One thing I'm about respect is the number one thing. And he didn't even know. Yeah, she didn't respect him. But, it's okay. He's a youngster going, okay, I got this fine looking woman. And then, but it's useless if she thumbs her nose down on you. Damn.
Angrily pointed out, even if they weren't husband and wife, just as ordinary friends, she should have stopped to give him a lift. But instead, she heartlessly left him behind. That moment truly broke his heart. Jingjing quickly apologized after hearing his accusations, admitting she had been immature back then and hoped he could forgive her. But Xiao Dong was completely unmoved. At this point, the mother-in-law couldn't hold it in any.
Why should he? Wow. And like mother, like daughter. So mother looks down on him, daughter looks down on him. Man, if I ever get into that a relationship like that, please, somebody shoot me. Please. No way.
Then on the spot, she revealed what she believed to be her former son-in-law's true face. Looking at her once obedient and honest son-in-law now completely ignoring her daughter's pleas, the mother-in-law flew into a rage and angrily accused Xiao Dong of being a freeloader living off a woman. She claimed that buying a house and car was all thanks to their family. Xiao Dong was pushed to his breaking point. All his achievements, earned through hard work and step-by-step effort, were now described by his mother-in-law as undeserved.
What?
Furious, he confronted her directly. Being labeled ungrateful by his ex-mother-in-law completely infuriated was thanks to her daughter, stating firmly that he had already achieved quite a lot before marrying Jingjing. In contrast, after the marriage, his wife's behavior was utterly disgraceful. He then went on to expose the shameful things Jingjing had done during their time together. Jingjing panicked, and what her mother did next shocked everyone.
从那一刻起，我已经决定了，有的时候是不习惯，他不愿意跟我，就是一起就是圆房啊，或者说是一起睡觉，就分房睡嘛啊，而且他对我也是百般的挑剔，包括让我端洗脚水不做饭，然后当时我对他已经时间一开始是我刚才也提过了，这个雨也帮我当空气。就是一个普通朋友。
With pain on his face, Xiao Dong said that before marriage, he treated his wife like a princess, and after marriage, he cared for her meticulously. But all he got in return was her walking all over him. She often stayed out late, hanging out who knows where. The most unbearable part was that she refused to share a bed with him. His mother had been eagerly hoping for a grandchild, but the wife kept making excuses to avoid intimacy, and eventually, they started sleeping in separate rooms. Xiao Dong was utterly exhausted by all of it. At this moment, Xiao Dong's mother also spoke up, sternly questioning what kind of then expressed her full support for her son's decision to divorce, just based on that fact alone.
Yeah. I mean, dang. This is where, yeah, you got to vet your women. Not go in blindly. Yeah, if the chick is giving you that vibe like, I don't want to sleep in the same bed with you. I'm like, okay. I don't want to do this. I'm going to stay out late. I'm like, well, you're for the streets. Get your 304 ass out of here. That's where we're all like at that point now, you know. It's like, yeah, and yeah, they didn't want to get a child. So, yep, she's for the streets.
What the ex-mother-in-law said next left everyone speechless.
这种忘恩负义的男人还值得你留恋吗？在没结婚之前，张晶就跟你说过他不爱你，但是你一味着花言巧语的在讨好他。在结婚之前呢，晶晶就跟他说过，他是不爱他的，他什么都可以承担。
对，可是你女儿答应了他，这才是个问题。
而且他还表示要愿意来照顾他。
所以你的意思就是说他活该吗？
Dong's mother's criticism, the ex-mother-in-law arrogantly responded, "All of this was your son's own doing." Before the wedding, Xiao Dong clearly said he was willing to do anything for my daughter never loved him to begin with.
Okay, then why marry him? Oh, wait. He's supposed to provide the resources and all that. And you're sitting here with your arrogant ass going, oh, this is his doing. No, the thing is, don't marry him. Don't get married. If she doesn't love him, you need to tell your daughter, don't get married. Don't sit here and go, oh, because was flattering. And it's not just her fault, it's his fault too, for like, okay, he's getting married because yeah, if the chick doesn't love me or respect me, done. Holy moly.
She only agreed to marry, enraged by this shameless statement from the ex-mother-in-law.
我觉得更直白的就是说，
对
活该呀、他
其实那个，我觉得哈，年轻人的事儿让年轻人自己来解决。
不是说热
其实
脸去
我想说
贴别人冷屁股，真的是有限度的，你知道吗？
Seeing that everyone was turning on her, the ex-mother-in-law quickly fell silent. At that moment, Jingjing also realized that if the argument continued, her chances of getting back with her ex-husband would be gone. So she quickly dropped her arrogant attitude and, pitifully, turned to Xiaodong.
我觉得
It's a done deal. He ain't taking you back. If he does take you back, he's a dumbass. But he's already a broken dude. Go kick rocks.
相处了1年的时间，我在现在
不会同意。因为我觉得我给你的爱就像一颗苹果一样。
可是很残忍吗？
我现在很幸福。
Jingjing expressed with deep emotion that it was her own fault for not cherishing him before. Much she had gotten used to and fallen in love with Xiaodong. So
Don't do it. Don't do it. Once she told you you're a piece of shit, that's it. Goodbye. Go kick rocks.
Xiaodong would give her a chance to make
No.
things right. But Xiaodong remained completely
Damn
unmoved.
right.
He said he had already been hurt too many times,
Damn
and his
right.
heart had grown cold.
That's right.
Besides, he now had a new girlfriend and was living a happy life, and he didn't want to be disturbed again. Jingjing panicked completely when she heard this.
我现在真的知道错了，所以我想请你再给我一个机会，能够原谅我。不管你是跟现在的女朋友，
Okay, I was wrong. But you wouldn't be saying that if he didn't get his wealth, and now he's got a girlfriend, right? So you're like, oh, I want to win my heart back. No, you're for the streets. And, you know, a lot of dudes watching this, and you're getting exposed big time.
好，但我觉得我还是能一直的用我默默的付出来挽回你的心。
Seeing the man who once obeyed her every word now unmoved by her heartfelt confessions, Jingjing became flustered. She quickly spoke up, saying she had truly recognized her past ignorance and stubbornness. She swore she wasn't trying to get back together just because Xiaodong had become successful.
Oh.
She pleaded with him to consider the time they had
shit.
spent as husband and that if they got back together, she would cherish this late-blooming love and devote herself fully to him. Xiaodong listened to the woman he once loved deeply speak such emotional words. He was clearly touched and torn, struggling to decide. But in his mother's
Okay,
firm
once
ex-wife,
a dude gets broken by a chick, majority of the times, that's it. You're done. Kaput. You need to go back to the streets. He got a new girlfriend, and he's like, yep, I ain't taking your sorry ass back. Screw that.
wife's request for reconciliation.
Xiaodong's story shows us that marriage is never about who's out of someone's league. It's about mutual respect and mutual support. In this relationship, he did start out on his knees, constantly looked down on him, tried to return and rewrite the ending. Is Jingjing's remorse real or fake? We don't know. But one thing's for sure, she's not in love with the man. She's just regretting the loss of a stable backup plan. As for the mother-in-law, she keeps calling her former son-in-law ungrateful, but never once reflects on what she and her daughter did and bring them upon yourself. In a relationship, the scariest thing isn't the fights. It's when one person gives their all and the other doesn't respond at all. When you give your best love to someone who doesn't appreciate it, all you get in return is a painful lesson. Thankfully, Xiaodong woke up in time. So what
Yes.
about you, watching this right now? Do you think Jingjing truly regrets her mistakes? She's after something else. Do you support Xiaodong in moving on without looking back? Or do you believe chances? Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah,
See you next time.
these days, yeah, modern women. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Xiaodong, kudos to you. You got a new girlfriend. Hopefully, she respects you. That's the number one thing. And then love you. Those go hand in hand. And yeah, she's just like, oh, I missed my chance. And you know what? A lot of dudes going to look at this video in China and go, hell no. Or they'll be like, I'm going to just play with her. Okay, I'm going to hit. I'm going to roll out. Because, yeah, the same crap like we're dealing with in the West, same stuff is happening worldwide in China, especially in China. So they're just like, nah, and he's a successful guy right now, and that's how it's going to stay. And then hopefully his girlfriend is the opposite of this chick. So we'll have to see. All right, shout out to China Unvarnished, man. Nice video. And if any of you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKO special help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you are, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video.